Alright, hello and welcome back to episode 36 of my playthrough of Feed the Beasts Plexiglass Mountain. Today, I think we are just going to go along and do some tidying up around the base that we really haven't been able to do these past few episodes, trying to get our plexiglass production working, which, if we look at now, it is working quite nicely, if you ask me. We can make it better. We can do things to improve it, right? Because right now, our biggest bottleneck on it is actually the ethanol production. Oh, it's like really dark over here. Let's grab my sleeping bag and actually go over there when it's semi-safe. Even though my armor is kind of OP for the moment, but still. Yeah, I think the thing that's slowing us down the most is ethanol production. If we look here, liquid sodium is backed up pretty much most of the way. Here, we're creating more brine and stuff as we speak, but that's all fine. The phenolic resin is looking great. We have an absolute ton of creosote there, which is backing up into this tank as well. So we have an absolute ton of creosote and things like that. It's just the acetaldehyde, which is made from ethanol, which is our slowest thing, I guess, which is this farm here. You know what? It works. But I think I do want to replace this with probably some cloches or something like that, or even just hooking this up to the farm that we have down the bottom with like an ME interface or something, and just pumping out just a bunch of different plants and stuff from the regular storage and crafting and stuff just straight into that. But that's something for another day. Apparently my flux capacitor is out of power. So while we're doing things around the base and we don't need to be flying around, let's let that thing charge, I guess. And let's start sorting out some issues. I think this room got tidied up by me, like literally just then between episodes. We added in some blocks and stuff here, added in void upgrades for most of these things since we don't want to have too many of them all. I actually probably want to do some different upgrades as well. Do we have the emerald ones? What's it called? Upgrade, barrel upgrades, storage upgrades, these things. You just need emeralds for those. We can get that. We can do like auto farming and stuff with the villagers at some point to make those, but that's fine. Let's deal with, I think, our biggest issue, which is resource generation, which is over here. Not enough room, no usable storage on top or below. We have run out of storage in here, apparently. What are you trying to input? It's probably this one. Yeah, it's probably the tough blocks. So I need some void upgrades. Do I need void upgrades? No, we're going to fix this now anyway, so that's not going to be an issue. What we want to do then is we're going to make a couple things here then, since we need to deal with that obviously, and it's going to be some ender chests, which I already have wishlisted apparently, which is just these bad boys. It's not going to be anything too fancy. We just need 2 of these things, 1 in each dimension, and it should work quite nicely. So I need 2 ender pouches. Then those 2 ender pouches turn into ender chests. Doesn't matter what the code is or what we'll use, so long as they're both the same, so that they'll hook up with each other. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put 1 there. And this is our ender. Well, that's really cool animation. So that's 1 of them. On the bottom of that, I'm going to have an import bus, which is this thing. I've got some acceleration cards on me apparently already. And I'm just going to connect this up. Just going to shift and jump. There we go. Import bus. And then acceleration cards into that thing. So now, if let's say we have this thing here and I put tough blocks there, it disappears and it gets imported into the system, which is exactly what we want to happen. So that's really nice and easy. And then the other thing we need to do, basically just to make this thing operational, is going to be getting rid of that one. The draw controller, putting that on top of it now, and then there you go, everything is being outputted into this, and we should see it all being pulled out, albeit relatively slowly. Or it is not being pulled out nearly fast enough. I wonder if that import bus is really slow, isn't it? Okay, maybe we don't use an import bus. Maybe we use like an ME interface there instead. Yeah, you're really slow, hey. You're not even working at the moment. Why? Oh, our system is dead. Why is our system dead? We have no power. That's why it's not working. All of our power is being used up, probably by our machines on the surface, to be honest with you. And our pump is struggling to bring in lava. Okay. Power's an issue. I don't know what's using it all though. I'd near guarantee it's all our stuff working on the surface, since we did that, but it should catch up here in a second, hopefully. What is using power? There's nothing in the base is working. Are we doing like stuff downstairs? No, like none of this is working. I thought this might be using up some power, but no. The only thing that makes sense then would be these bad boys over here that are chewing up power. Yeah, it'll be these guys and all of this operation up here. But this is all backed up now. So technically our power should start going back up now, since that is sitting at equilibrium. Let's go have a quick look. Taking 4 damage because I don't have my ring with power. Oh, it's still at 0. You're struggling. These are all making power, so it should eventually catch up, right? Once everything hits that equilibrium point. What else would be using power? There literally shouldn't be anything else besides our ME system. And maybe this is just drawing too much. Can we quick fix this? Probably can quick fix this actually. It would probably be just adding in some sterling dynamo, since we have coke that we can burn. Let's grab... I can't do it because it's all in the system and the system's dead. Okay. I can grab out the... I can't do anything. Our system is deader than dead. Okay. Problem solving. What do I need to fix? What can I do? Not a good time. These guys should be using power. These guys should be empty, right? They're not empty. Why? You should be sending power. Oh, okay. I probably know why. These solar panels should actually be sending power back into the system. And they should be working. So what I can do to make that actually function is make this cell here on the right side as input output. And there we go. Power is now coming in from our solar panels. And you can see there we have some power coming in, and that should have let everything turn back on. No. Oh, no, we're out of power again. We are severely hurting for power. Damn, I actually don't know what to do here. I don't know what can be done, because all of my stuff is inside of my ME system, right? And that is currently inaccessible. Let's go to the mining dimension. Now you're out of room, which is fair enough. Oh, I know what it is. I know what's stealing all the power. That thing. My flux capacitor. The charging of my flux capacitor was 100% yoinking all the power. I can near guarantee it. Once this thing charges back up, everything should come back to life. Yikes. Okay, power production is a bit of an issue right now. So I think we need to work on that in the coming episodes. Well, that's interesting. I did not expect that to happen. Once this hits max, we should see the ME system come back online, hopefully. And then soon. Please. There we go, power's back. All right. It was just my flux drive, my flux capacitor. That was scary. Are we back to making a surplus? No, because we're also doing material processing down in the basement as well. Alright, we should be fine now. Everything should be okay. So let's let that build up. Let's head back to the mining dimension. Let's have a look in here. Yeah, cool. There we go. Everything is now being pulled out as soon as it's going in. Nice. So what we can do now is then just pull out all of this junk and then chuck it straight into the ender chest. And there we go. And then everything will get sorted and put into the system back at home base. Sound like a good time? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly empty out all of these drawers for the time being. And then we'll come back and then start ticking off some other stuff off the list. Alright, all of the, I guess, storage drawers that have now been emptied. Everything is working very nicely and going directly into the storage system. So now this should be just kind of like set it and forget it kind of. The only time I'm going to have to worry about it, and we'll be able to tell when it happens, is once it finishes mining that chunk, we won't see things popping up in here anymore. Though it might just be nighttime in the other dimension, we need to be careful about that. But for the time being, there we go, like redstone's popping in. We've got a bunch more lapis, obviously. Yeah, different types of stone and stuff is going up, which will be nice. I've got void upgrades on all of these as well, so that if we have too much of them, we can just get rid of it, which is nice for us. Which means now I can also take this blocks storage that I have on me, and I could pretty much just dump it out into the system, though I think I'm going to keep it on me just for building blocks. So that's all well and good though, that's all fine. Now the next thing I want to fix is if we look at our iron, it's at 7,000. It's not going up anymore because our iron farms have been kind of disconnected from our system for quite a while here. So these are all kind of still doing the same thing, right? These are all just exporting. Poppies are ending up in that thing. So what I might do is just probably just take this chest and this import, plop it down next to that, and then underground connect it to the fluid system. So let's just go there, and then there with an import bus, nice. And then this just needs to get hooked up to here. Bang, there. So now anything that ends up inside of that chest is going to get imported into the system, which now I just need a laser node to go there. I need my card holder. On the downside, have an item insert, and then I just need to connect it up to this other system, hey? So then I can just go bang, bang, and now we should see iron popping up in here, and then the iron disappearing from in here into the system. So if we look here, bang, iron is going up. Cool. So that's now 2 problems solved. The other thing I need to probably solve an issue. It's not really an issue, but actually that's how I'm getting power over there, aren't I? I was going to disconnect these from each other, but it's probably not the smartest thing to do. Is I need to get the items that are ending up inside from these cloches into the system over here being recognized, so that I can like grab out sugarcane and essences and stuff whenever I need them. So how do I want to do that? Probably just need a storage bus then on top of the connecting into the draw controller that's there, and then call it a day, and then that's done. Do we want to do that? Is that the easiest way of solving this issue? I think it is. Yeah, that might be the easiest way of solving this problem here. Okay, let's do that then, if that's going to be the case. So what I need then is, oh, I can't connect it through there. Ooh, that's right, because this storage drawer is like, okay. So that block there might be our way then to get a storage bus. And except I can't go that way now because of, that's our floor. Oh, so we might just need to bring you, you know what? Doesn't really matter. Let's just go connect there. And then I need to run this pretty much just parallel, I guess, to this laser line. Doesn't really matter where it goes. Bang. And then we'll just run it along the hallway. And then I can facade through there, I guess. Bang, bang. Nah, that looks ugly. Let's run this along the wall then. Just gonna have cables everywhere. So that goes there, connects up to that drawer, and then that drawer just needs a storage bus. storage bus. Cool, because now if I look here and I look for sugarcane, we have none. But now if I go over here and then connect that there, and then we go priority, we're going to make you a higher priority, just so that whenever we do get some stuff going into the system, it doesn't actually end up going somewhere it shouldn't, hey? Well, let's just go like that for that. Cool. That all works. So now we should have, yeah, sugarcane now being seen. Sweet. Problems are being solved. Iron is, wow, we have a ton of iron. Just like an absolute heap of it. Hey. Well then, that's going to take a while to import. That's fine. It'll do its thing over time. I don't need to have acceleration cards on there. Actually, I have someone on me anyway, don't I? May as well just throw them on there. It doesn't hurt. Bang. And then we can replace the floor. Cool. How much iron we got now? We got nearly 10,000 iron ingots. That's quite a lot. Okay, so that's done. We're using nodes for our power here. I honestly think it's kind of dumb. I do want to replace it for cables and stuff soon. But do we actually have, hold on, universal cables? Okay, we have basic universals. I want to teach it how to make the advanced universal cables. Universal. These ones, because they transfer 51,000 FE a tick, and I noticed before that these guys over here, when they're full and running, they use about 1,000 FE a tick, which is the max transfer rate of the basic universal cables, right? So if I grab out, I have none on me. If I grab out these ones, it's oh, they do 3,000, right? But that is then only capable of powering 3 things at full speed, which isn't great. So we should probably upgrade. So we're going to move on to, I think, advanced universal cables. I'm going to teach you that pattern. Then that has to go inside of my molecular assemblers. Where's my mechanism stuff? I tried to organize this just to make it a bit neater, but I also think it's kind of useless at the same time, so I don't know. I might just end up throwing things in there and then figuring it out as we go. So now I should just be able to make 24. Let's make 70 of them. And then just start replacing as much of our universal cables as I can. Because right now there's just like, it's just a messy junk of these crappy ones. Which means that's a lot of cables to replace, to be honest with you. And there's no real easy way of doing it besides just like breaking and replacing. So I might take another couple minutes here and then just solve this issue, I think. Because this is going to take me a hot minute. Because there's a lot of machines here that require power that are using these junky regular universal cables. And we may as well just do all of them, right? So that's the majority of them. I've got universal cable running through this wall as well that I need to replace. And I think that should be all of them minus these ones, but they can stay. At least that one can go. That one can become an advanced one. That one can go bang. The one on the other side of these can stay as the basic ones. That's fine with me. I don't really care about that. Our lava pump is working. So I'm going to do some breaking and replacing. I'll be back in a second. Okay, and now all of our cables have been replaced. We didn't use a whole lot of them, which I'm kind of thankful for, because otherwise replacing all of that stuff would have been, no lie, kind of a nightmare. So that all works now. Or we're losing a bunch of power, probably charging up and like storing everything back in the cables and things, since they do hold on to a fair amount of power themselves. So everything seems to be working. We're still pumping and things. Cool. What about all of this stuff? You're still working and just power through the nodes, aren't you? So that doesn't really matter to me. You're all good. This thing here, the whole spawner setup, I need to revisit that as well, because that's all just kind of a mess. Cool, that all works. What I might do with this one actually is just run it up one higher, just so that it looks a bit neater, until I figure out how the heck facades work, because I actually have no idea. But we can deal with that later. So that's all sorted. How's our storage looking? Looking about halfway full on most things. That's all fine. That's all good. Fluids, there's one thing, which is just creosote, which no one really, like, doesn't really worry me since we have so much of it. Nice. The next thing I think I want to deal with is going to be this stuff then. And then connecting this to the ME system. And then probably just reprocessing the seeds straight away. Because we have access to this thing called the seed reprocessor. And these things are kind of interesting because what they do, if we look, I think there's a way that you can see the... Oh no, it's in the Mystical Agriculture book. Where is it? We clear, right click, Mystical Ag, Machines, Seed Reprocessor. There we go. Seed reprocessors are used to convert your excess seeds into their respective essences. They run off solid fuels and have an internal power storage buffer. So these things are kind of cool. I'm pretty sure it does, like... Can I look at... If I like right click a seed in the reprocessor? Yeah, it gives us 32 essence per seed. Which is kind of nice, considering that this farm is pretty much at full size. And I don't really want it to go much bigger than this. We can probably just reprocess all the seeds, so we can do that with AE pretty comfortably. Just with like an interface and stuff like that. That should be really easy to do actually. So let's yoink. Actually, no, I don't want to yoink these out. I need to make my way back down into the basement then from here. Which hopefully isn't too hard. Oh, it's going to be actually painful, isn't it? Okay, I need to write down some coordinates then if that's going to be the case, because we have to go a fair ways down. No, I don't actually. I lied. We have cables over there. So what I'm going to do is instead... Or it's going to be bodgy, but I'll do it that way instead actually. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just select dirt and fill up this hole. Actually, I still need to keep that there. And then I'm going to go down 2. And then I'm just going to run this pretty much all the way over to where we have the pyrolyzer over there. And then we're just going to connect it up with Fluix cables. Since we don't have to worry about channels and stuff, it makes this really easy. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to have to go craft up some Fluix cables, and then we can connect this up to the system, and then we can deal with the reprocessing really, really easily. Which will be kind of nice for us. I need to keep going. A few blocks more. There we go, and then bang. There's our cables. So now we should just be able to connect up this all the way over there. So obviously we do not have enough of these cables on us, but we can go get more of those really easily. So let's go do that, and then we'll come back in a moment. Alright, so trench is done, cable's been run. I went and made myself a ME import, an ME storage bus, as well as grabbing out the inferium essence that we had sitting inside of the storage system. So now I can dump that back into there. I can then go storage bus there. We're going to hit priority and then give you like a 600, 700 priority. And now we should have access to all of this stuff now within the ME system, which will be really handy. Now I can just use my builder's tool, my builder's gadget, and just fill in all the dirt over here. Bang. Alright, since we're only like 1 below the grass, we can fill this in nice and easy. Cool. So now that that's sorted, let's make our way in making... Actually, we should have some... What's the one? The second essence. We should have a bunch of that sitting inside of the thingy as well, don't we? And just upgrade the farm. Yeah, Prudentium. So let's make Prudentium. Let's change all of that soil up there, or as much of the soil as we can, to this Prudentium stuff. Just so that we're getting more outputs from this junk as we can. Seems like there's a chance to get back the inferium that you used, which is kind of lame. I thought we would get all of it back, but that's fine, I guess. So be it. Bang. Come on. All of this stuff. I'm gonna punch all these plants. Three, oh, two, one. Whoa, we're 1, 2, 3, 4 short. That's kind of annoying. We should be able to make this really easily though. Yeah, let's go do that. Let's just make some more. I was gonna replant the seeds, but it doesn't really help if we have to then break them anyway. So we need to make prudentium. P-R-U-D-E. Essence. Shift click. I can make 118 of them. Before the crystal breaks, my crystal is now out of usage. So we need to make another one of those. I may as well just teach the system how to make all that stuff as well. Seeing as we aren't really being held back by much anymore in the ways of this stuff. We can probably get pretty far along and actually like upgrade this to tertium probably. Once we start, or actually I did use up a lot of inferium essence, didn't I? Let's see. Well, we have a lot of seeds, and the seeds turn into 32, and then obviously planting these things as well will actually give us a nice little way of making this stuff grow faster. And we also have the growth accelerators, which are these things, which aren't that hard to get. It's just using compressed iron, which we can make probably some sort of way pretty easily. It's just a pressure chamber, but realistically we could just get into Pneumaticraft and make a bunch of it. I probably have access to quite a few of it anyway. Oh, really? How am I 1 seed short? How is that possible? Bang. Okay, pull you out. Nice. These are both locked and quantified. Nice. So now we got that. We got a bunch of essence still in our inventory, which is cool as well. So let's throw that back into the system. And then the last thing we want to do is probably just set up a seed reprocessor, right? So let's just do it down here for this, and then this will be done. Seed. I don't know why I'm searching in there. Seed reprocessor. Okay, so we need a couple iron hose. 1, 2 of them will do. I need some solium ingots, which means prosperity ingots. We can probably just make like a few stacks of this stuff. We have a ton of prosperity shards and iron. Solium, make a couple of those. Need a machine frame. Cool, you're easy to make. Seed reprocessor tier 1. Nice. I should be able to make the inferium one as well. We just need that and a block of inferium, which means that's done. And then can I make you prudentium? And then a block of prudentium. Cool. I think this just makes it faster, and it uses less fuel per tick, right? And lets you hold on to more fuel, which is really handy actually. Nice. So then this can live. It's auto processing. So let's put it over here then, right? Bang, I can put that there. That'll charge up its fuel. Can this run on power? Hang on. Hang on a second. You're the wrong thing. Universal cable. Totally can run on power. Okay, that makes life really easy. Cool, that works there. So now I just need to have an import bus, or an interface, I guess, just like interfacing in here, putting seeds in. Is that going to be the easiest? Yeah, I think an interface will be the easiest way of doing this. So let's just make one of those. One of you, I've got some nodes on me. Need a couple of those, and my card holder, which is already in my inventory. I can break that cable, go interface there, go node, node. Gonna use here, we're gonna select INF. Inferium seeds can go there. You're gonna, well, however many. Let's set you, oops. Let's set this to a stack, because we have a lot of them. And then you're just gonna be set on the upside, item card, extract 8 every second. You on the downside, insert. And then I just need to connect these two up together. Bang, bang. Cool, so you're being processed. You turn into 32 inferium, nice. And then on the downside, it's just going to be extract 8. And then on the upside, insert, should see the inferium popping back up into there. What's leaving? There we go. I'm not seeing it pop up in there, but it is being extracted, so it is working. Albeit kind of slowly, but hey, slowly is better than nothing. And now we're just gaining like silly amounts of inferium, right? Because we have a bunch of these seeds to go through. How many do we have? Seed. Oh, okay, there's only 50 something left. But hey, extra inferium doesn't hurt. So let's teach this thing then the infusion crystals then, since we have to make those. Infusion. You need to learn how to make that, which means you need to learn how to make prosperity blocks. Cool. And then these can just kind of live in here, doesn't really matter. So now, let's say I want to make some, we may as well teach it Prudentium. Pruden essence, and then we're going to teach it like that. Allow whatever items, nice. That goes in there. We may as well teach it up into an inferium, hey, which means we need then the second tier crystal. And then we need to teach it how to make tertium. TRT? Yeah, TERT. Essence. Like that. Bang. Cool. So now nodes has to make that. So if I go tertium, and let's say I want 64 of you, can you do it? Do we have enough stuff? I need to teach you how to make an inferium gemstone. How difficult is it to make one of those? Very easy. Which means you need a prosperity gemstone. Bang, bang, you. All of this stuff can just be stepped in here really, really easily. 64. Bang, and we have tertium essence. It's kind of cool, which means we can get into like the mystical agriculture seeds and stuff as well, which will be kind of big for like plants and stuff. It's taking a hot second to craft. I wonder what it's waiting on. I was going to make the crystals and stuff every single time. That's pretty funny. But this is essentially as fast as it can go. Like, it cannot go any faster than this. Actually, I probably could go faster if I separated out which molecular assemblers had what recipe and stepped it that way. That would make it probably faster. But that doesn't matter. But what I can do with these now is upgrade this farm even more so that we're gaining even more essence. Let's just break all of this. Ow. Of course I'm on fire now. There's no water nearby, so I'm just going to burn to death. Okay, cool. And now I can upgrade all of this to the tertium and make this even better. Now, I don't know whether it is better to have this stuff on like the higher upgrade. Like we do get more essence output, but less seeds. So I don't know at what point this actually gets like worthwhile. Oh wow, we're missing 4 essence. Versus just leaving it on like the same, like the correct tier so that we get more seed output so that we can reprocess the seeds into the essence. But I don't know, I think it's just kind of a guessing game at that point. So let's run back up. We can finish that off. And then this is something else that we can just kind of set and forget, which will be kind of nice. Inferium seeds. Oh, okay. So apparently this farm holds 68 plants, I guess. And then this obviously can be improved with like tickets, growth accelerators and stuff like that. But they're kind of painful. It means we need to get into nomadic craft at least a little bit to start doing that. I don't feel like doing that this episode. Because right now, like I said, we're just doing some housekeeping stuff, cleaning up some things that probably needed to be done. And giving myself some time to think for the next episode as to what we want to do. But hey, this is cool. You're at max stack, which isn't good, actually, because we're not actually storing anything else in there. So what I need to do is I need to grab just like a whole bunch of sticks. Let's make 1,000 of you. Okay, let's make 100 of you then. Let's grab some logs. I don't know why that wasn't working, but let's do that. Because I need emeralds, and the easiest way for us to get emeralds is just going over here to the Fletcher and going, hey, thank you, sir. Cool. That works. That's all of our stuff. I can go like that, and then I can type in here. We go, whoops, my keyboard. We type in up. Oh, if I could actually spell upgrade. And then we get this one. We make one of those. And which is, what, a 5x storage upgrade, or storage upgrade level 5. Which increases the stacking, like the stack limit of our storage drawers by 32. So it goes from holding 32 items, stacks rather, to holding 1024 stacks. So we have kind of silly amounts of Inferium, if you ask me. We are going to have like genuine too much of it. But now the problem is, I'm sure some of it got stored inside of the system, but that's fine. I'm okay with that. Because if we type in here Inferium, we probably have, yeah, there's like 3 grand. We have like, what's that, like probably 700 of them that's sitting inside of this system, but that's fine. I'm okay with that, I guess. We can deal with it. The next thing that we could probably do that would be kind of cool would be upgrading our sword to tertium, which seems really easy to do actually. And our armor. Maybe next episode. I think we're good. I don't know if there's any much else that I actually needed to fix around the base, besides this like smeltery being useless. That's that. What I might do actually, since we're gonna have a lot of coke now from making the creosote, I'm gonna make we have a Sterling engine, don't we? It's IR, is it? Sterling dynamos. If we look at dynamo, we have the thermal series. Actually, let's have a look. If I look up coke and then I right click it and then we look at it in, okay, so we can use it in the Sterling dynamo. We can crush it. How much do you make here? You make 40,000 RF. Doesn't Mechanism have some sort of generator as well? Generator. There's a biogenerator, which is a good one. Gas burning would be cool as well. Heat generator would be the other one, right? Because that turns shift. N. Heat of lava or other burnable resources. Let's make one of you. We can make one of you pretty cheaply since you're like the starter generator of Can you take upgrades? You only take muffling. Let's grab one piece of coke. Can I tell you how to dump fuel? Okay, so you got 4.8 thousand in there. Then if I put that in there, how much do you get? Not a lot. So you made a total of like 4,000 FE versus using the coke inside of the Stirling dynamo grants us 40,000. So let's use the Stirling dynamo because then we can also upgrade that gas burning thingy there. Coke, Stirling dynamos. Let's make another one. Can we make another one pretty like comfortably? Yes, I just need to make iron gears. So let's teach this system how to make iron gears. What am I doing? You multi-servo press, get rid of the gear working die. I can throw that into the gear working press. And then here I can go Stirling dynamo, STIR. Control click, it'll craft that stuff up. Gotta wait for the press because that takes the longest time to make things. There we go. I have 2 of these now. We can just add these in there. I need my crescent hammer. There, like that. I need upgrades for these things as well, don't I? What was it that we used in this one? Auxiliary reaction chamber. So I need 2 reinforced and then 2 auxiliary reaction chambers then. So, internal. I need 2 of you. And then I need aux. Okay, we didn't teach it. Let's teach it how to make the auxiliary. Auxiliary. UXI. This thing. Signalum and silver gears. We can teach it how to make both of those things. Silver gear we can teach through the multi-servo press. Bang, and the signalum plates as well. Since we know how to make signalum, it's just about making the plate. I can go, yeah, gear goes there, plate goes there. And now I say I want 2 of you. I probably actually want more. I want 4 of these each. But now you go for crafting. It's going to take a hot minute to go through that. Let's say I want an extra 2 of you then. And then I want my internal upgrades as well. So we're going to go bang, whoop, bang, bang. Okay, that's the first 2. Yeah, cool. I can put 2 of these in each. And then we can do the other one that if we go at thermal and then go dynamo. Increases fuel efficiency, yeah. Prevents RF from being lost after coil saturation. Ooh, maybe I want to upgrade to have one of these each in here as well. If I want to make them multi-circles, which makes it fuel energy 0.9. Which what? So this gives us, it doubles the output for slightly worse fuel usage, right? Versus then this one gives us better fuel energy back. It should make back the loss. And then we can do this thing, which prevents RF from being lost after coil saturation. And neither of these 2 look all that difficult to make. Lumium. I don't think it knows how to make lumium, but we can teach it how to make that. We can teach all this stuff. Do we do that and then call it a day and then set this up and then start burning coke for extra power as well? Okay, so I need to make these things. So let's go U. So to know how to make U, I need to make lumium plates. To make lumium plates, we need to know how to make lumium. which will be a recipe inside of the induction smelter. Bang there. Cool, so that's that. Lead gear. Do we know how to make lead gears? We do not, so we need to teach you how to make lead gears. Thank you. And then we need to teach this thing, which is just electrum and lead, which we know how to make. Nice. Oops, I actually made the thing rather than teaching the recipe. But we may as well just make another one of you since we already made one. Cool, so you go into this thing, so do you, and then we go, gear goes there, plate goes there, and then this one is an induction smelter recipe, so I need to find the induction smelter, which is there. Nice. So then I need 2 of these things. Multi-cycle, MUL. This one, I want 2. That's going to take its time, but these things, I've got that as well. I should just be able to put one of you into each of these. Go bang, bang. Now let's pull that out. And these can just live back in there, I guess. That's one of them. There's the other one. Nice. Bang, bang. Oh, I need the auxiliary thing. God damn it. AUX. And that one can go in there. Nice, nice. And then I can actually probably put an extra one of these into every single one of these things as well and just make more power out of my things. 360 compared to 240. It's fine. And then this will make 240 as well with burning coal coke. Nice. So that means on the bottom of these, I'm going to need to run some Fluix cable. Go 1, 2, and then actually I'll run it off that one. There like that. And then on the top, we just need some nodes, which I have in my inventory, don't I? Go bang, bang. Downside, energy, extract. Need 1 more energy card, may as well just make a bunch of them. I'll just make the 1 actually. I don't know how we're doing for resources at the moment, especially like not redstone, glowstone, since we haven't been to the nether in a hot minute. That goes there. I need 2 export buses. Need 1 more of you. And this thing will craft itself up really quickly. Nice. And we'll jump down here. Shift click both of these on. Then here, we're just going to set you to both have coke. Bang. And bang. And now we've got extra power. We're going to be using up the coke that we're making from the, whatchamacallit. Why can I not think? Okay, we're full of power there. Nice. From making the creosote oil, rather, so that our coal coke actually has use. And the other thing, now that I think of it, is I want a better energy cube, and we're going to use the mechanism one, because I think it actually holds on to way more power. At mech cube. Basic one holds 1 million. The advanced one, the next one up holds 6, which is totally doable, actually. It's not as good as our 9, but the next step up is then 25, which is quite achievable, actually. Reinforced alloy, which is just a diamond recipe with infused alloy, which we have set up, don't we? We have one of these things with diamond, don't we? Yeah, we totally do. It has nothing in there. Do we do that? Do we just teach this thing how to make reinforced alloy? Bang, you reinforced alloy. That's all we need to teach it. Then we go down here, and then I put that into there. And then if, let's say I want to make this, it doesn't know how to make the cubes, but it knows how to make everything else. So if I make a basic energy cube, Just waiting on the steel for that. Nice. And then we upgrade it to this thing. Waiting on that. Cool. And then we upgrade it to this one. Oh, this thing doesn't have upgrades. That's why. I was like, why are you taking so long? Bang. Elite energy cube. And it's yoinking power from my thing, which kind of sucks. But what I can do is I can pull that off then. Connect that one. And then I can do side config. Input everywhere, output through the front. Okay. So we need to go output to the right, output up, output left. Actually, I can set most of these to input, output. It doesn't really matter. And then input bottom and stuff. You're going up. Nice, nice. And then what I can do is I'm going to set the face, which is the front, to be input, output. Actually, no, I'm going to set it to be input, just input, which is red. I'm going to place this cube there. And then I'm going to clear the sides, and then out the back side, we're going to set it to extract. That's not the back side, that's the top side. Back side is this one, extract. Cool. And then all the power is going to dump out of this energy cell into here. Sweet. And now we've increased our power storage by a semi-significant amount. Did we? FE, RF. I don't know what the conversion rate between ME and FE and RF is. I thought it was 1-for-1. But we're already at 10 point whatever. And this thing is nearly full. I thought this was meant to be better. It might not be 1-to-1. So until we get the ultimate one, it might actually be all that good. Because that then doubles it again, or like triples it, or whatever it is. Color me confused. Okay, so what I'll do then, if that's going to be the case, I'll just go input output on that, and then you on the face, which is this one, we'll do input output. So at least then we'll like get equilibrium between these two machines. And they should go up at the same rate. You know what I mean? So that these things will kind of act as somewhat of a multi-block. Because they'll be passing power between each other and like taking and stealing and doing all the things between the two of them. Hopefully that works. If not, that's kind of annoying. I totally thought this would actually be better, but it may not be. But regardless, that's a lot of progress for today. We did a lot of things. So I'm going to call that the episode, I think. So if anyone is still watching, thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you all on the next one. Peace.